all right.
All right. Rich Cotton Beans in the house.
Hey,
Hey. With some guests.
That's
with some
right.
guests.
Michael
Yes.
Irvine, how are you? And my friend Guillermo Gonzalez. And this is a effort to bring potable water to families in El Salvador.
Potable.
Potable. Okay. What a good thing to do.
Yeah.
So tell us all about it. I mean, Sonoma's had a long relationship with El Salvador. Seeds of Learning and other organizations here.
Right.
Folks going down and building the structures for the kids and schools and
Right, yeah. St.
All
Andrew,
sorts of
yeah,
things.
St. Andrew started in 1999, and then we formed another nonprofit organization, New Horizons El Salvador. And so we've built school, community center, playground structure, and all that. But one of the main concerns all along has been water.
water. Yes, I remember this.
And so we have patched the system. We've put a new pump in and patched when it's been washed out. But taking that step from going from just patching a system to actually creating a system that'll be self-sustaining and having the people participate in that whole political process, that's where we're at now. And it's exciting and challenging. We were just all down there 3 weeks ago? 3 weeks ago, and spent several days in the village of Colonia Buenos Aires.
It's a community of 1,400 people. About,
You're coming a little closer to the mic.
about 200 families. And they used to be what they call the neglected community in this municipality of about 30,000. And since the hurricanes that hit Central America in the late 1990s, yes.
Yeah, 1998.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
been almost 12 years that we have been there, and we decided to focus on this community with the long-term goal of making them to be self-sustainable. So
And
it's a
with-
big challenge.
And with the development of drinking water and et cetera, does this mean drilling new wells, or what is the process to ensure that there is the sustainability?
Well, in that regard, we're actually very lucky because there is safe, clean water and enough water on site in the area. So what we're looking at is a water distribution system. But also more significantly, what we're looking at is a structure to maintain that system. This village was given a water system 26 years ago, and it wasn't set up in a way that they could collect enough money at least to maintain it. And that's how we've gotten to where we are. So we had the fun task of selling the idea of meters when we were down there. And so for somebody paying a flat fee for water to then get the idea of a meter didn't go over. It went over actually very well, but not with 100%. So that's going to be some of our work there. But that's part of the deal. This is we're providing the system, but they're there to maintain it. And,
Well, I'm well versed in providing water. The city of Sonoma provides water to the majority of people who live here, and we thank General Vallejo for gifting us the water company that he began. And people pay attention. I mean, we raise the rates, and we have issues like fluoride and chlorine and all sorts of things. But we're very proud of our water. But it takes, all of our technicians are superior trained. I mean, it's a lifelong training session to stay on top of the technology, and now to read the meters and get them the bills and throw in a little bit of information with the bill about what's going on, and so far so good.
Yes, what we find is that the sense of entitlement is the one that we really need to work on. So it's a philosophical issue. It's an education factor that is missing there. In this community of 1,400, there are some people that get a lot of water for the same $5 a month, and there are others that don't get any. And it's a very unfair, very unbalanced, and that's our challenge.
So is there a challenge on the financial end from the citizens to have the money that's needed to pay for the water?
that will be a challenge for folks. I mean, they live at a sub-poverty level, and that's part of the mentality. Is you don't know where your next meal is going to come from tomorrow. So it is a hard scrabble type of lifestyle. But helping them hold each other mutually accountable, and to part of that whole political process is part of the work that we're doing, and that's why we landed in a particular place to be with a people over time, where we could develop a relationship and a level of trust, where we could address each other honestly and wrestle with difficult issues. And we're wrestling with a difficult issue around this.
And this is really a survival issue. I lived in this community for a little over a year, 7 or 8 years ago, and there was weeks where we didn't have water. Something would break, the pump would go down, something would happen, there would be a power outage for 3 or 4 days, and we wouldn't have water. And it became a serious issue, and actually I had some health problems, and dozens of other people in the village had health problems during the period I was down there. And of course the system hasn't gotten better in 7 or 8 years. Right. So it's not, we're not talking about something kind of a fluff thing that they have now, we're just going to make it better. This is a survival thing. This is something that they absolutely need to have.
Well, I don't remember Maslow's higher needs, but I know hierarchy of needs, but I know water's got to be at the top. Because there's no agriculture, no sustainability, no
health,
and the water is a magnet for all sorts of bugs and creepy things. And
well, this is part of a larger vision that we have of environmental sustainability, and so it's addressing not only the water issues here, but also we want to get folks out of the creek, so they're not washing their clothes and bathing in the creek. So we're also looking at creating some a wash station and a laundry facility and some green latrines and things like that. And we're working at reforestation. There's a whole constellation of things that are going on around this area, of helping folks address some of the sustainability issues.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. So how can our listeners contribute?
Well, they can find us, find an article about us on the local patch website, and our information's there. You can find us online at facebook.com/New Horizons El Salvador. And the IT is going to be doing an article on us coming up in the future, too, so they can keep an eye on the paper.
Excellent.
And we're in conversation with the local Rotary who are interested in water projects, and so we're just in conversation. It's a
great dudes, and gals.
But this is a big. It's a small project by our standards, but it's a big project by the standards in El Salvador, and so we're talking maybe upwards of $150,000 to do the whole job right. So we're not sure where all that's going to come or what's going to be the next steps, but you got to take the step, and so we're creating the plans.
Very good.
And the Rotary is dedicated to eradicating polio. Now that's a pretty big task, and they've taken it on and become quite successful at it. And certainly our Sonoma Valley Rotary, we have to tell you that Applause Sonoma is coming to you, and it's a matching grant of $100,000 to help the community center, and maybe they'll get that task done and help you.
Yeah, very good. And the website is up on TV for those of you who are watching it. Facebook.com/New Horizons El Salvador.
Yep. And do you? Is it possible for people to join your? I mean, do you have meetings, and can people, hey, I'd like to do that, or I have family in El Salvador, or I want to help that community?
We are interested in talking with them and having them be in conversation with us.
Cool.
That'd be great.
All right. So Facebook.com/New Horizons El Salvador.
Yep.
That's us.
You could help these guys.
Yes, indeed. Much success and continuing success in what you are doing, because it certainly is an eminently worthwhile project.
Well, what we're trying to do is encourage people is land someplace and make a difference.
Yep, absolutely.
And that's all you need to do.
Yep. And it's reciprocal. I mean, it's like mentoring. I mean, yes, it's great to be a mentor and help the mentee, but once you get into it, you realize that you're helping yourself in a great way, and so this is the same kind of thing. Go sleep with a good conscience.
Right.
Absolutely.
There you go.
What a concept.
Yeah, there you go.
Yes,
Yes, indeed. All right. Well, again, thanks
you.
very much,
Thank you
guys.
both.
And we really
Do you want to add anything else you want to get out there or say? Hi, Junie. whatever.
Hi, Mom.
No, you've been very, very gracious by accepting having us here.
Absolutely. And
And,
we'll have you back.
conveying our message.
Just
Great.
keep us
Yes.
updated.
Absolutely.
And I'll
do,
put you on
do
the
keep
air.
us updated.
Okay.
Thank you.
We'll come in and talk about stoves next time.
Stoves, I'll tell you.
Ooh, because
my-
we're raising some money around for some stoves.
Well, I'll
down
tell you,
there.
I don't know how we got it, but my wife got a catalog. I think it's called Lehman. It's this huge thing, and it's for people who, I mean, you'd love it. It's for people who basically want to live off the grid, farms, etc. Wood stoves, contemporary wood stoves, and among other things. I mean, just fascinating. Just fascinating.
Well, we'll come back in and we'll talk stoves next time.
Oh, yeah.
We got some irons in the fire. All right. So to speak.
Speaking of stoves,
I'm
yes.
seeing a live show from El Salvador maybe one time.
Hey, there we go. We'll
That's
do a
right.
feed
We'll
from
phone
down
in.
there.
That's right.
Now we're talking.
That would be something. That'd be something.
We
I'll
can
tell
do
you.
it.
All right. Well, thanks a lot,
Thank you,
guys.
gentlemen.
And,
What are you going to play here?